Okay, let's talk about John Williams.
Oh, John Williams, yes.
So that concert is coming in January. When it's cold outside, it will be hot at the Mac.
It says 20 and 21 January. I wrote it down late last night. Yeah.
So John Williams, he's one of your favorites, isn't
Oh, yeah. He's going to be 92 in February, 92.
Wow.
What a gorgeous human being. What a wonderful man. I don't know any person who's given so much to American culture in so many different ways.
Do you think he's like the Beethoven of our generation? I feel like he is. Like, who else has put out that much music?
Yeah, well, he put out a lot more music than Beethoven did. Poor Beethoven died when he was like 57. But in the realm of film music, yeah, I would say that's very fair. That he is a person who has broken the rules, changed the world, done all kinds of music. I wrote down this morning, Diana, what's on the program. When you think about how different Superman is from Memoirs of a Geisha.
Right, right.
How do you do that and do it well? I mean, how do you do A Prayer for Peace? You know, Victor's Tale. So it feels like that man who's like Tom Hanks, who's from a foreign country, and he has the clarinet playing these, Slavic themes and things. And yet, then he goes to Schindler's List, which just makes you weep. The Patriot, which makes you, a patriot. I wrote, we're going to do Raiders, we're going to do Witches of Eastwick, Star Wars, Yoda's theme, the asteroid field, and Here They Come. So people want Star Wars. And I wrote down late last night that 9 of these pieces we've never played for the audience. Believe it or not. I know.
None of them? Not Raiders?
Nine of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are 14 pieces on the program, and 9 of them we've never played. Some of them we couldn't buy the music for before, or we just invested in it, or we had something in the budget, so we got grab it.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and I wanted to make it very different. So Geisha is very different than Superman.
Kirk, when John Williams writes, does he actually play some of these parts out first? Can he play? How many instruments do you think he plays?
Well, I know he plays piano really well because that's how he started. He started playing in all the guys' studio bands, like Henry Mancini. When you hear the piano part in Peter Gunn, that's John Williams.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No, he was a really fine pianist. He went to Juilliard to be a pianist. Yeah. And then he went to LA and started playing piano in the bands, which is anybody who's playing in a studio in LA, you better be good.
Right.
If you cock a note, they have to do the whole scene over,
Right.
So he was great. And then people, little by little, would take him in the 40s and 50s. Well, yeah, mostly, in the 50s and 60s under their wing, and then say, could you orchestrate this for me, John? Could you finish this for me? I've got it mapped out. Could you fill it out for me? Could you do this? And he played piano for, I can't even tell you how many shows, if you look. There's Johnny Williams. They used to call him Johnny Williams. Johnny Williams, Johnny Williams, Johnny Williams. He's playing piano. And he has a piano in his studio in Hawaii. And it's actually funny because it's a little bit out of tune. It's an old, nice Steinway. And he plays all of the stuff that he's writing on the piano. And then with the pencil, he actually starts writing things down.
Does he play it? Does he write in tune and then he plays off tune?
No. I mean, the
piano's off tune.
The piano's just like in anybody's house. The piano's a little out of tune,
funny.
But I'm like, really? John Williams' piano's out of tune? No, it doesn't matter on the piano. But he plays it and he maps it out. And he'll even bring Spielberg over and things like that.
Wow.
And they'll sit there. There's a famous story, and I think even a little video where he plays Jaws for the first time. He says, come over, Steven. He goes, I've got it. I've got the theme. No, down here. And then Spielberg says to him, you're kidding. And he goes, oh, no.
And it's the best.
Yeah. And then Spielberg talks about when they couldn't get the shark to work at the beginning of the show, which they couldn't for several days, that all they did was they just showed the head of the girl and they just showed the
And
thing.
it worked.
And then the yeah. And
Because
so
what's going on in your head is
right.
It fills in all the blanks,
so
right?
he said, I had to get John Williams to save the scene because we couldn't get the shark mechanic thing to work. So
That's
yeah.
fascinating.
No, it's just
so fun.
astonishing to me.
I love it.
He's a beautiful, beautiful man, and also I tell you, he writes right to the limit of the orchestra. It's not easy stuff. It's not easy at all. It's like, believe me, by the time they're finished the concert, they're
Tired.
yeah, they're just like, wheel me out in a wheelbarrow, you know, because he understands the orchestra so well, and he knows I can take you right there, and it'll be fantastic and exciting, but just to right there, where you can actually play it, you know, but it isn't, you know, happy birthday or something.
Right. Right.